Hi, guys. Good evening, everyone, to all of our friends there in the Philippines. How are you? Good afternoon from Abu Dhabi. I hope you're all in a safe place. And I hope you can reach this video and you can able to at least review some of the topics that we already did and we've made for our live sessions. This is our fifth live session here in YouTube channel, and I'm still waiting for the feedback of our Facebook page. So I'm still thankful that we have this kind of platform that we can use. By the way, my name is Jocelyn P. Mangibin. I'm a board certified behavior analyst and an international behavior analyst. So from Monday to Thursday, I'm doing this live session for you to freely ask whatever you have, some challenges about your child's behavior, or some questions or some inquiries about your child's skills, especially when it comes to autism, ADHD, ODD, OCD, or whatever, or even not diagnosed yet. Okay, so we are tackling about applied behavior analysis here in this channel. And if you get a chance to review my videos, that would be very, very helpful for you to have the background about applied behavior analysis. For today, what I put in our topic is about teletherapy. Okay, it's about the online therapy. Is it effective for your child or not? So, first of all, before we decide or before we say that the teletherapy or what we call online therapy is effective, we need to have data about it. Okay. So, all of our principles, all of our techniques that we are doing in ABA, they are having backup articles. Okay. And it's evidence based, and most of the articles are really, not most, all of the articles that are related to the concept or to the topic can show you what are the examples or what are the techniques that they did on that experiment. Okay, so yes, we're using online therapy and we're using teletherapy, and I myself had a very, very, I would say, fruitful background or experience about teletherapy here in Abu Dhabi since the pandemic started. So it was 2019, oh no, 2020, when I started the teletherapy from probably April 2022 up to 2020 up to July. So it's April, May, June, July. So it's like 3 months, July, no, August, September, October. I guess October I went back to slowly to the normal therapy. Okay. But what we did there is we just picked some clients that can be handled through online. Okay. So there were still some prerequisites that we need to consider. Do not just jump on online therapy without any data that's saying that your child can sit, or that all the prerequisite skills should be there. Now, who will determine what are the specific skills? Of course, the behavior analyst will assess your child, or will get some baselining on your child's behavior and your child's skills at home while it's during the teletherapy. Okay, so there were some kids who are okay. We tried, and it went well. Okay, because it will involve your nannies or some of the caregivers, or it will involve the parents as well if they don't have the nannies. Okay, so we need to consider these situations that will also affect the flow of the therapy. Just in case your child is okay, like sitting, and then your child's attention time, I mean duration in attention span is good, and then we can redirect quickly, and it's not really that high frequency or high duration or long duration of the negative behaviors, then we could probably make the online ABA fair. However, if the child cannot be controlled in a short span of time, like for example the tantrum is really there, and there are some negative behaviors that result into very dangerous situation, in which of course the ABA doesn't want to harm kids. Okay, so that's our main goal. We don't want to harm kids. So the safety of the kids is the first thing for our therapy. So in that case, we need to, as behavior analysts, we really need to assess the situation. If in that time it will really not work, for example, it's really dangerous, then might as well cut the session. Okay, and suggest for the better situation or better therapy for the child. And of course, even if the parents wants to have online therapy, and it's easier for them, they don't need to travel, they don't need to have to drive. But we still, if the child cannot be controlled at home due to lots of variables that really affect the behavior, especially sometimes it is mistakenly reinforced. Okay, so we might as well, we need to move towards the what you call this, towards the real therapy session, the one-on-one face-to-face session. All right, because face-to-face session will be, hi Crystal, how are you, will be very very helpful for your child in order for you to manipulate the environment quickly. How are you, Crystal? Thanks for coming by. Did you know that my Facebook get compromised? LJ was here yesterday. Okay, so that's what I would like to suggest. This might not be your formal intervention for your child, but I know this would be helpful for your child's in your child's future situation or future. Probably you can have some challenges in deciding when to do the teletherapy or the online session. So, Crystal, I believe you're still typing right now. How's everything? I didn't see you for a long time. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm gonna use this YouTube because my Facebook is not working right now. I'm still waiting. Whoever that person is doing something about my Facebook right now, we just pray for him. It's really like annoying, but what to do, we need to move on, right? So I'm, tell your friends and tell you the families, even the FAP, tell them that I'm doing my live instead in Facebook here in YouTube, so they can transfer, they can open their account in YouTube and just find my live. Right. So how's your child doing, Crystal? Are you doing well now or coping up with the things? Actually, I just finished one video that I made from last week. So we went to Dubai for Expo 2020, and then I made some twists to explain further why the child is covering the ears. Okay, so lots of parents are asking me about covering the ears. So this after this live, I'm gonna upload the explanation about the covering of the ears. Yes, gano'n po ba talaga paiba-iba behavior ng ASD? Minsan behave, minsan hindi po. Well, actually, Ma'am Crystal, you're right. It depends on what is controlling their behavior. Okay, so again, if you, because the highest level of the science of ABA is the control. So at first, it might take some time. Okay, it might take some time because you need reinforcers, you need to change the reinforcers, you need to redirect your child. However, if you are always like you're being careful, you're being careful on how to handle, especially you don't reinforce the negative behavior, you focus on the positive behavior, then eventually the negative behavior will go down. Okay, if you're just focusing on the positive behavior and you're training your child positive, the positive socially accepted behavior. Okay, it might take some time, but if you are consistent with that, it will pay off. Okay, you will see the result, because sometimes even in my situation before, I thought I cannot handle some kids that has ASD, but for a long run, after a year that I treated one kid and then we saw each other in the mall, still my control is still high, he's still listening to me. Okay, so that's what you need to do with your child, not to threaten your child, but to reinforce your child so that you can pair yourself as a reinforcement. Okay, so it might take some time, but if you set yourself as a standard to your child that you are a reinforcer and not a threat to your child, but you're going to give the reinforcer only if only that behavior happens, if the positive behavior happens. Now, sometimes during the pairing time, it's okay to give the reinforcer freely during the pairing time. Remember, I'm teaching this during my Facebook Live. You need to pair with your child, not always like strict, strict, strict. No, you need to pair with your child, and then slowly give some demands, slowly redirect your child to do something else. All right. But along the way, the pairing should be there almost every day. But along the way, you are not, never reinforce a negative behavior. Always not comment on the negative behavior. Okay, so I hope you can cope up with that, Ma'am Crystal, because it might take some time, but the control, when you hit that, then you will see the difference. Okay. So how old is your child, Ma'am Crystal, again? All right. During the therapy, hindi po kasama parents sa loob. Well, if the parent can go inside the therapy, that's a question, right? Sometimes, in my case, Ma'am Crystal, in my case, 90% will be one-on-one with the therapist, but 10% the parents should be there so that we can show them what we are doing, unless the child has problem, like it's not diminished yet. Okay, but if it's controllable, it's easier to redirect, then it's fine. Okay, so it depends on the scenario, like it depends on the company or the center if they will allow, but for me, I would really allow it in some time, not all the time. Okay, because in the other timings, we need to really intensively train your child. Okay, when we intensively train your child, then we need to get the mastery criteria for each skill, so we don't want some distractions. However, if we want to transfer it into a natural, in his natural or her natural environment, then we need the parents to come by at least once a week or once in 2 weeks so that you can observe what we are doing. Now, there are some centers that what they're doing, they're just having some meetings every end of the month. That's also fine. But during the therapy session, for me, it's easier if the mom can see it at least once in 2 weeks or once in 1 week. It depends on the child. Okay. But for me, it's fine because we're not hiding anything. It's just we don't want the child to be distracted. And sometimes the parents, believe it or not, the parents are some controls of negative behaviors are coming from parents. So sorry to say that, but it's real. It's it's a reality because the parents are not aware. Okay. 4.5. Okay. Okay. Does he have ASD? Yeah, he has ASD. Okay. So I hope he's coping up with the ABA therapy. Okay. So I'm just clarifying about the online therapy. You can have that option as long as the behavior analyst And just to add up from my yesterday's live is about what are the steps of how to do the ABA, the proper ABA. I would like to add that the group or the team should have a behavior analyst who will design the program, who will decide also for the analytic part, and of course the decision making of what to change, what to target. The behavior analyst should do that. Okay. And then the team, the therapists should be the one to implement those programs. Okay. So going back to our online, before you decide to have the online, might as well check from the behavior analyst if it's possible for your child to have the online, because some child, they are not really effective, the online is not really effective, but some children, they're really effective, the online is okay. Okay, so Mom Crystal, I will have like 2 more minutes to stay here, and then please share this video to your friends and loved ones, and also please tell our friends in Filipino autism parents or autism group in the Philippines that my Facebook is not working right now. So every 9 p.m. tomorrow I won't have, but starting Monday to Thursday. So I just transferred it to the YouTube channel. Okay, so I wish you can have, or I hope and I pray that you can have a good weekend and enjoy your time with your child. And if you have more questions, please just message me on this video, or whatever videos in my YouTube channel. Okay, and please support my next videos, because that's an upload about Dubai Expo 2020, but it has some ideas about covering the ears. Thank you so much to Crystal. I really appreciate you dropping by. And thank you to LJ also from yesterday. And I hope all of our friends from the group and from our Facebook can know this live. Okay, I will wait, of course. It will come, but at least this video will be recorded and it will disperse to public. So I'm not worried about whoever can watch this, but I'm just worried for the parents who started to learn, and I want them to continue to learn. So guys, thank you, Mom Crystal. I'll see you again on Monday at 9 p.m. Philippine time, 5 p.m. here in Abu Dhabi. And I hope you will have good time with your family, and take care. God bless you, Mom Crystal. Bye.